If you've been following the channel, you probably know that I've been going through some of my most popular older videos and redoing them. That hasn't worked quite as well as I'd hoped, so now I'm going for the big guns. What if the DCEU was structured like the MCU was really the whole reason I started my channel, and those videos quickly became some of my most popular. So today, I'm starting over. My ideas in those videos are pretty outdated, so you're gonna find out how much things have really changed. Before we start, subscribing and commenting is the best way you can show support. I'm not forcing you to, but it would mean a lot if you did. Now, let's get into it. Kicking off the DCU on May 2nd, 2008 is Batman, our equivalent to Iron Man. Bruce Wayne embarks on a journey across the globe, mastering all kinds of fighting techniques, when he's kidnapped by an organization known as the League of Assassins. We don't see Ra's al Ghul, but his existence is implied. Bruce uses the fighting techniques he learned to escape from the League, then makes his way back to his home of Gotham City, wanting to use his wealth and new abilities to make it a safer place, becoming the Batman. Bruce is then forced to fight his old friend, District Attorney Harvey Dent, after he becomes the villainous Two-Face. In the mid-credits, Amanda Waller appears in his mansion and makes him aware that other heroes exist. I thought Batman would be the perfect counterpart to Iron Man for this universe. They're both billionaire playboy philanthropists who use their wealth and ingenuity to be heroes. They also both provide funding for their respective teams. I know the idea of the Justice League being set up by the government, like the Avengers, is very unappealing to most people, especially when they're set up by someone like Amanda Waller, which honestly doesn't make much sense. But at the end of the day, we're trying to make this similar to the MCU, so we're just gonna have to move past that. Then, on June 13th, we would get the counterpart to the Incredible Hulk in Superman. The US government is investigating recent sightings of a flying hero in Metropolis. Leading these investigations is General Sam Lane, who has taken a hatred towards the Superman. Meanwhile, Clark Kent is trying to avoid the government from finding out who he really is, while also going out with Sam Lane's daughter Lois. Eventually, General Lane discovers that kryptonite, a rare element, is Superman's weakness. He uses kryptonite to turn John Corbin, one of his finest soldiers, into Metallo. After Metallo goes rogue and rampages through Metropolis, Superman is forced to reveal his identity to his friend Lex Luthor, who helps him defeat Metallo. In the final scene, General Lane is approached by Bruce Wayne. This is not a Superman movie I think I'd be very fond of, and I assume it would be more in line with Zack Snyder's vision. You're probably thinking that since Superman is the counterpart to the Incredible Hulk, this will be the only Superman film. I'm actually not going to put myself in a tight box like that. While the movie counterparts are by characters sometimes, most of the time I'll just do it by whatever makes most sense story-wise. That probably didn't make any sense. Superman will go on to become more of the counterpart to Captain America. In the sequel to Batman, Bruce has to deal with Wayne Enterprises' biggest competitor, Roland Daggett, trying to drive his company to the ground. Roland ends up turning Matt Hagen, who has a vendetta against Bruce, into the supervillain Clayface. On top of that, Amanda Waller has been harassing Bruce, and she is assigned to Agent Dinah Lance to keep an eye on him. Bruce also ends up turning a kid named Dick Grayson to become his sidekick. In the end, Dinah is revealed to be the Black Canary, and she teams up with Batman and Robin to take on Clayface. In the post-credits scene, a trident washes up on the shores of San Diego. Next is the counterpart to Thor, which I felt should be Aquaman. Arthur Curry is about to be crowned the next king of Atlantis, but I don't know, after being selfish or some shit, he gets banished from Atlantis. So now his half-brother Orm is trying to become king and use his power to wage war on the surface world. Arthur then has to learn some lessons or something in order to claim his trident and stop Orm. Green Arrow would have a small cameo at some part in this film. I think this is the perfect counterpart for Thor, because if you think about it, Thor could just be an Aquaman movie. The equivalent to Captain America the First Avenger is Wonder Woman the War Years. This follows Diana following her dreams and becoming a warrior after she goes to the human world in the 1940s to stop Ares from enacting some plan involving World War II. In the end, we get to see Diana in the present day, and the post-credits scene is a first-look trailer for the Justice League. I'm pretty sure I originally had a Wonder Woman movie as the counterpart to Thor, since they both involve gods, but I decided this would work better with two similar stories involving World War II. Ending Phase 1 is the team-up film, The Justice League. When Ocean Master uses the creatures of the Trench to wage his war on the surface world, Amanda Waller brings together some of Earth's finest heroes to stop him. The Justice League would consist of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Arrow, and Black Canary. Together they're able to stop Ocean Master, and Batman has a fake-out death after manually taking an explosive to the underwater trench space. In the post-credits, we get a tease for Darkseid. That's Phase 1, pretty similar to my original ideas, with some minor changes. Phase 2 is where we're really gonna switch it up, so stay tuned for that. Also, please make sure to check out both my Flash series and my rebooted DCEU pitch videos. Once again, liking, subscribing, and commenting would mean the world. I read and reply to every comment, but at the end of the day, what matters most is if you enjoyed the video. So I hope you did, and thanks for watching regardless.